Real Gold Radio, Rare Earth, as in Earth Day. And I just want to celebrate. Woohoo! Don't! Well, it is 9:04, excuse me. I'm trying to do too many things at once. And we have our guest in the studio, Mr. Joel Darling.
Good morning. Happy Earth Day.
It's nice to see you here, of course. He is the committee chairman for Earth Day for Muskegon County. What does that entail?
Yeah, Muskegon Area Earth Week Plus goes over both weekends. We have, it's a week to highlight the great, awesome things that different organizations and businesses are doing all the time, all year.
Yeah.
And so we kind of group a whole bunch of activities together in 1 week. And so we've got like 20 events happening all week long.
Sure. Now, number one, of course, this being Wednesday, the 22nd, Earth Day, you have the Rain Barrel Workshop. And where is that? What's it all about?
Yeah, so if you enjoy all this rain and think about this summer when we're not going to have so much, you can conserve, and you don't want to go out and water your lawns all the time and drive up the water bill. Right. You can collect some of that rain in a rain barrel, and there's a workshop that's only $30 for each rain barrel, hosted by the West Michigan Environmental Action Council, WEMIAC. But it'll be at Wheezy's tonight at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
So,
on Fruitvale Road.
Last minute, go online if you haven't registered and register for that. Register through WEMIAC or give WEMIAC a call to register to make sure they have a rain barrel for you. If you don't want a rain barrel, you can just go to the workshop, and Brenda Moore from the Muskegon County.
What is it? I know. You lose.
Commission.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, she's going to be giving a talk as well, so you can do that for free.
All right. Then also at 6 o'clock at the Muskegon Conservation District, the Invasive Plants Workshop.
Right. So at the same time tonight, if you're not interested in rain barrels, there's an invasive plant workshop happening at the Conservation District. They're out in the Twin Lake area now.
Right.
So that's 6 p.m. That's free workshop to attend, and they're going to teach you about how to identify invasive plants and how to remove them, because some of them you don't just pull or burn or whatever. There's a different way to remove each one of them. So.
Yeah, because of the root system, you pull out just a small portion of it. It doesn't.
Sometimes you end up spreading it instead of helping. So you need to know what to do for each one. Yeah,
there are a lot of invasive plants around. I've noticed that, and they just kind of take over in a year or two if they get planted.
Yeah, they do. That's the problem with them is some of them we brought here purposely because they're beautiful plants. We put them in our gardens or we plant them, and then they just end up taking over all the natural stuff, and they don't provide anything for our natural animals and whatnot.
Right, they just sap the soil of all the nutrients.
They do, and they don't provide nutritious food for wildlife. But they look pretty.
Yeah, every plant has its purpose, and with the invasive plants, I guess they just look pretty. That's their purpose.
They do look pretty. In their native environment, they have a purpose, but here they don't.
So what's next?
So then, talking about natives, so tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at Wheezy's Garden Center as well, there will be the Wheezy's themselves will be doing a workshop about using natives for your landscaping. So Wheezy's has a wonderful selection of native plants, and Gentry over there is a fantastic person who's well educated about the different natives and how to use them, and it's a great way to, again, not have to do so much yard maintenance if you plant some of those in your yard.
That's right. Yeah, I love Wheezy's Brothers Garden Center. I go there a lot. In fact, they're one of our supporters of Real Gold Radio. I want to thank them very much for that. So then, nothing really happening on Fridays. Let's jump to Saturday.
Saturday morning starts off with a whole bunch of activities. So we have a blood drive. So we're all about recycling. So you can recycle just about anything, including yourself.
Your blood.
10 o'clock, we've got a blood drive happening at Reese Puffer Elementary. That's going to go from 10 to 3. And then starting at noon, there's a Earth Fair Expo, which will be tons of free activities, giveaways. Lots of dozens of exhibitors will be having all sorts of fun stuff and information booths. So that's from 12 to 3. And then immediately following that, Matt's and the Mark system, they'll teach you if you're a little timid about, getting on that bus to ride it down to Muskegon or ride it up here to Montague Whitehall area. They'll teach you the whole process. You can actually even get on the bus and and learn the routes, learn how to pay, learn about putting your bike on, or if you're in a wheelchair, how that all works. So
Right. Well, Matt's, they're one of our underwriting sponsors here as well. They support this radio station. Here, what was it, last October, November, they reached out to the White Lake area now with their bus system.
Exactly, yeah, and hopefully if you've seen those buses around, you've seen Earth Week, banners on the back of them.
Sure. Okay. So, folks, we're talking with Joel Darling, who is the committee chairman for Earth Day for Muskegon County. Were you nominated for that, or was there a popular
No,
vote
I
or
think
something?
it was
Did you
anyone
give them
who's
money,
willing
or-
step forward and everyone step back, but and I was left up there at the line. But
Well-
no, it's been a wonderful thing. So
Yeah.
I've been honored to be the chair of that. We have a number of wonderful people that have been on the committee for the last 4 years. You need to go online and go to Facebook, Muskegon Area Earth Week on Facebook, and you can see some of those people that are listed, or follow us on Twitter too, and you'll see some of those wonderful people.
Yeah. Now, are you doing this every year, or is it
This is
one?
the 4th year that we've been doing Muskegon Area Earth
Really?
Week. Some of these activities, Earth Day has been going on for
Oh, yeah.
45 years.
Yeah, right.
And there have been people in this community that have been celebrating for the last 45 years. So basically, the Muskegon Area Earth Week is nothing particularly new, except that we've kind of organized and tried to, have a central organization to advertise all the great things that other people have been doing for the last several decades.
Sure.
And encouraging new stuff to be happening. So.
What a great thing to do. Well, if anybody's qualified to be the committee chairman for this, you are, I can tell, because of your other project, and we're going to talk about that, just touch on it in a little bit here. But jumping to Sunday, what's happening Sunday?
So Sunday, yeah, one of those events that's been going on for who knows how long, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a shoreline cleanup from Muskegon Lake area and the Muskegon Lake watershed area. So the Muskegon Lake Watershed Partnership is hosting that, and they meet downtown Sunday morning, and they'll be doing their annual cleanup that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah. Now, who heads that up? Do you know?
Well, it's
Kathy Evans.
Kathy Evans from
I
the Muskegon
know
Lake
her.
Watershed Partnership is the one
Yeah.
that's kind of the main contact there.
Right.
I
So-
believe the UAW was something with the UAW once upon a time, and I think they're still a partner with it.
Yeah. Now, this is a volunteer thing? You have a lot of
It is
volunteers?
they have a number of volunteers, but they can always use more because they just go to different sites. They break up as teams and go out to different sites and clean up as much as possible.
Yeah, so phone number if you want to volunteer for that. You call Kathy Evans. She's been doing this for a long time.
Yes, she has. Yeah,
It's-
I think she should be nominated for one of her Sustainable Champion Awards in the future here. But
Yeah, but it's 722-7878 if you want to volunteer for that. The day, well, it's most of the day from 8:30 a.m. until
they meet in the
1
morning.
p.m. Yeah,
Correct.
At 8 o'clock, coffee and juice, and sounds like a fun thing to do. I hope they have good weather for it. They go around the entire lake, or just
they have certain sites that they'll send off
Okay.
to. So just meet down there across in the parking lot across from the CIO, and they will, put you on a team and send you off to a specific site.
yeah, basically they're going to clean up the stuff that is washed ashore. Correct?
Yeah, so there's a lot of debris that's, either
Sure.
from boaters or people releasing balloons in the air or, just stuff flying away.
I know. I had a boat at the Conservation Club for many years in North Muskegon, so I know all about, that's at the other end, that's at the east end of the lake, and all the wave action comes mostly from the west, so I know all about what can wash up.
Yeah, Miss Darling Cetaceans, actually, we have an Adopt a Beach site. We go out every month from March through October cleaning a small site, a small stretch along Muskegon Lake, and it's incredible. We have a box of just interesting things that we find each time, and then recycle the rest.
What is the strangest thing that is washed ashore? Do you have any idea? Probably a lot of stuff, but
Well, talking about, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is, everyone, even those of us that are trying to do good stuff, we always have stuff go overboard or something. So we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
found a water quality testing device that was from the GVSU Annis Water Resources Institute.
Oops.
That floated on our beach. So,
Oops.
and they're doing good work, but
Yeah.
stuff gets away from us sometimes.
Sure, exactly. Okay. Gonna take a little break, and you stay with us, and we'll collect our thoughts and wrap this up Okay?
Absolutely.
And we've been talking with Joel Darling, the committee chairman of Earth Day for Muskegon County. And we'll be right back. The new 98.9 Real Gold Radio, Dave Clark 5. We're just glad all over. 9:17, Jim Cox live and local on this Wednesday, Earth Day. It is the 22nd of April. We have our guest in the studio, Joel Darling. He's the committee chairman for Earth Day for Muskegon County. I think we've covered just about everything for all the events, haven't we?
Pretty much most of the ones remaining, yeah.
Right. Now, you have another project going. It's in the works, isn't it? Tell us about it.
Yeah, the Darling Station's Ocean Center.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if all goes well, we'll start renovating this summer, renovating a building, or this summer or this fall, and have part of it open for the public come spring. Placed a museum and research center that will focus on the ocean environment and how humans utilize the ocean environment. So
now we talked to you late last fall or whatever, and you were going to get the old bowling center
well, we're
building.
looking. Yeah, we've been looking at sites still.
Yeah, the one in North Muskegon, but that didn't work, right?
It might not. We're still on the list, but we're like I said, beggars can't be choosers, so we're still looking around, seeing the site that would work for us and who's willing to work with us. So we have a couple potential things in the works, and hopefully we can get going on those as soon as Earth Week's done.
And once again, what is this going to do? You have a lot of demonstrations in the building.
It'll be a very interactive, place for young and old to come and learn about the ocean and not have to travel all the way. And you'll be going in exhibits and feeling like you're underwater and not even getting wet.
Yeah, that's great.
So, and we've developed at Earth Fair Expo this Saturday, we have a little, we'll call the mini ocean center that we just put together. Just a small sampling of, on $100 budget, so what we can do. And we tested it out last week and at another event, and kids loved it. So they just kept coming back.
This Saturday. Now, where's that going to be again?
That'll be at Earth Fair Expo. So Reese Puffer Elementary, 12 to 3. Come to Earth Fair Expo. Lots of awesome exhibits, including the little mini ocean center.
Well, and
bring a big check to give it to us to build the ocean center.
Excellent. Donations are accepted.
Absolutely. Always.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a wonderful thing, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've been talking with Joel Darling, who is, he has a plate full. You do a lot of things, don't you?
I'm around a lot.
Okay. And to add to it all, he is the committee chairman for Earth Day for Muskegon County. Earth Day, today, it's where we live, the planet Earth.
Exactly.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.